Yo, what's up, everybody? And welcome back to My 5 Cents. Another week of sports is in the books, and I got five things I want to talk about. We got some young players making a noise in NFL preseason. Huge WNBA matchup tonight. They got the Brewers going out to LA and showing they might be able to hang with the Dodgers. College football is almost here. American men's tennis might finally be making a comeback. You know how this works. I got five topics, five opinions here on My 5 Cents. Set number one, we'll start with the NFL preseason. Who actually made us notice? With a bunch more preseason games this week, I'm going to say the same thing I say every year. Do not overreact to preseason football. Don't do it. But every once in a while, someone makes it really hard not to. For example, we got Fernando Mendoza made his preseason debut for the Raiders the other day. He went 10 for 16, 97 yards, and a touchdown. Pretty solid numbers. You want to see that from your number one overall pick. But then you had Drew Aller go out there for Pittsburgh and gave people something to really talk about. He went 10 for 13, 153 yards, two touchdowns, and ran for another one. Now, obviously, A-Rod is the starter. There's no controversy, so pump the brakes. Let me say that again for Steelers fans. Don't get carried away. There is no QB controversy in Pittsburgh. But that's exactly what you want to see from a young quarterback in the preseason. You go out there, look comfortable, make some plays, give the team something to look forward to, something to be excited about for the future. And then you have the other side of preseason football. My man Tua down in Atlanta, he had a rough start. 22 passing yards and lost a fumble. Ooh. Man, now does that mean Atlanta should panic? Nah, of course not. Of course not. But you know how we are as NFL fans. One good preseason game, hey, we're going to the Super Bowl. Mark it, write it down. One bad game, fire everybody. This is how we are as fans. So, my first set this week is simple. Pay attention to the preseason performances. Watch them for sure, but don't fall in love with them. There's a big difference. Big difference. All right, set number two, we're going to go over to WNBA. Man, listen, I am really looking forward to this one tonight. We got Minnesota going into Vegas to take on the Aces. Now, Minnesota already had their playoff spot clinched, and so did Vegas. So that's done. They got two teams that head to the postseason for sure. They played twice already this season. They split the games. I think Vegas got game one, the Lynx got game two. So here's the obvious question. Are we looking at a potential WNBA Finals preview tonight? Now, Minnesota has been the standard all season long. They've been consistent. They've been winning. They're 28-7. And if you ask me right now, who's safe to pick for the chip? I'll probably go with the Lynx. That'll probably be my answer. But you got Vegas now. They're defending champs, and that matters. That means something. I mean, there's something to be said about teams already been through the playoffs, got a chip, dealt with all that pressure, know how to handle it, and finish the job. And they're coming to tonight playing good basketball. Jackie Young just dropped 32 points the other day as they clinched their playoff spot. So tonight is a real measuring stick game. You got to show up. Minnesota can say, we've been the best team all season from game one till now. The best team. Can't really deny that. Basically, Vegas says, hey, that's cute. That's nice. The chip is in our house. Come get it from us. Come take it. And that's why I'm watching. Can we get this matchup again in the postseason? Listen, sign me up. Sign me up. All right, that's it for WNBA for the week. Now, set number three, over to baseball. Maybe the Brewers can challenge the Dodgers. Now, I wasn't so sure going to the weekend, but after watching the first two games of the Brewers-Dodgers series, I think the answer is pretty clear that Milwaukee belongs in the conversation of being one of the best teams. For sure, no doubt. Thursday night, the Brewers went into LA, scored 3 runs in the ninth to stun them 5-4. And then last night, Dodgers got their get back. My man struck out 9 over 6 innings, and the Dodgers got home runs from Andy and Tommy, and won the game 3-1. So now they traded punches. 1-1 this series. And honestly, to me that's a better story. I don't want to see one team dominate the other one. I want to see two evenly matched teams, and looks like we got that. We spent all trade deadline talking about how the Dodgers loaded up, stocked up, how much talent they have, how basically everyone's chasing them. They're far and away the best team. But meanwhile, Milwaukee's like, you know what? We quiet on the radar, just keep winning games. Hence the weekend, they got the best record in baseball, or one of the best records in baseball. I can't remember which one, but yeah. So maybe we need to change that question. Maybe it's not, can anybody challenge the Dodgers? That's not the question anymore, because obviously Milwaukee is doing that. And that's why baseball is so much fun, because you can have the biggest names on your roster, make all the best trades, all of that. But baseball is not played on paper. October does not care. You have to beat the team. You just have to beat the team across from you. And right now, the Brewers look like the team that could beat anybody, including the Dodgers. So stay tuned for that one. All right, so for baseball, now go over to college football. Which contender do you trust the least? Now, college football starts in a couple weeks, and that means it's time for all these preseason predictions that come October. We're like, nah, we didn't make those predictions. Forget about them. We got Ohio State number 1, Oregon's 2, Georgia's 3, Texas is 4, Notre Dame is 5, and then Indiana is sitting there at 6. Got some really good teams there. Excellent teams, obviously, because they're ranked in the top 5 or 6. But which team do you trust the least? For me, it's an easy choice. Notre Dame. I absolutely do not trust them. Every year they're up there as being possible, as being listed as one of the teams that can win the championship. And every year we get let down. Every year. So this year's no different. It's no different. They gotta show me something. Show me that you can win the big games against the big teams. Maybe this year they finally get it done. Maybe I'm completely wrong. But if you ask me which highly ranked team I don't trust or I'm a suspect on, Notre Dame. Easy. But you know how it is. Every year in the top 10, there's a team that's ranked high beginning of the season and they fall off. And the other way, a team outside the top 10, they come on and they're hot at the end of the season. So we'll see what it is this year. But if I had to guess, Notre Dame again. Notre Dame. But let me know who you think it is. Put your answers in the comments. I love to see them. All right, now set number 5. I'm going to go a little bit off the beaten track. Is American men's tennis finally back? So let's talk a little bit about American men's tennis. Now, Ben Shelton just won the Canadian Open for the 2nd straight year. He beat another American, Brandon Nakashima, in the final, and it was the first All-American Masters 1000 final since 2003. That's a long time ago, 23 years. And this one hit me a little bit different. I grew up watching the American stars like Andre Agassi, Pete Sampras. Those were my guys, especially Agassi. Yeah, I loved Agassi. That was my guy. Now, some young guys don't know about all that. You don't know about it, and that's sad. Look them up. Seriously, they were like that. Look them up. I'm telling you, watch some of the old matches. But anyway, American men's tennis used to have some legit superstars. Guys who were expected to compete and win the Grand Slams. Guys everyone knew. And waiting for that for a long time to come back. Generations to come back. Waiting for it. Maybe Ben Shelton could be part of that. He's young. He's 23. Got the personality. Got the power. He's fun to watch. And now, trying to put it all together. And show some results. I'm not ready to say he's going to be in the Agassi Sampras conversation. Let's calm down on that. Let's relax on that. But I am happy to see American men's tennis becoming relevant again. Absolutely. And with the U.S. Open coming up, I'm paying attention. Close attention. So, there you have it. We got young players already giving us something to talk about in the NFL preseason. We got Minnesota and Vegas tonight. I might be giving us a NBA Finals preview. Got Milwaukee proving they may be the best team in the MLB over the Dodgers. Dodgers aren't as invincible as everyone thinks they are. I still do not trust Notre Dame, and American men's tennis might finally be waking up again. So those are my 5 cents for the week. Now I want to hear yours. Which one did I get right? Which one am I completely wrong about? Drop your 5 cents in the comments. I'll be back next week with 5 more. Peace.